detectorists and non-detectorists. It's been a while since my last video. I've just put one up about the signals that you can get from cow pats. I just thought that was quite humorous and it had to be done on a separate video. But then when I collated all the items that I've found since the last video, I've actually got too many. It would have made the video too long. So I'm going to do two videos, and the first one is basically going to deal with your copper alloy and your bronze items. Some quite interesting finds there, so let's get straight into it. Hope you enjoy it. Still in the hole. Well, I've just come in this field and found nothing in about 15 minutes, but at last I've got a signal. So let's have a look. Yeah. I think that's it, bit of metal. Oh, I think that though is a clog clip. So let's see what it is. Higher pitched before. Two signals then. Quite a big old nail. Oh. Right, second target. Some decoration on there and there. I think that's a clog clasp. Iron nail, clog clasp. Oh well, there you go. medieval buckle. I quite like finding the buckles, you know. There's something there. Still there. Just in there. And there it is, it's round, whatever it is. That looks like a ring. Bit crude, but that might have some age to it, you know. Well, I've got a signal just in front of me. It's very windy, so I hope the wind doesn't drown out the sound. But there you have it. So let's see. Well, it's in the clod, but it doesn't sound as good. It is there. Well, I found something, I would say nigh on identical to that, but about 2 or 3 times the size, just last week. And it looks like that was a hinge there, and I think that went through maybe a piece of leather. Well, the battery's nearly flat on this thing, so I've been a bit sparing with it. And I've got a signal, but I've got down and it's right in there, sticking out. Could be rubbish, could be something. Let's have a look. That's part of a big crotal bell with some pattern on it. That is a shame it's not complete. Ah, see something there. Roundish, globish. Unless it's a stone. Oh yes, oh yes. I found a few crotal bells, but I found a couple of complete crotal bells, but I wanted a nice example with some nice decoration on, and that is it. Might even have maker's marks on there as well. Beautiful. It must be very small. And there it is. And it is a Roman coin. Nearly missed it. Spot on. Okay, a quick roundup of my recent bronze copper alloy finds. The first item is this barrel tap stem. And the tapered groove part would have been forced into the barrel. Unfortunately, the spout and the tap sections have been broken off. This particular type of barrel tap can be dated between 1700 to 1850. And next we have these clog clasps, and clogs were generally worn by farm workers and the working classes. These two parts were found in separate locations, but do go to illustrate how the male and female sections relate to each other. Both of some form of decoration, with the male part having quite an intricate floral design on both sides. And these date between 1700 to 1900. And here's that little finger ring I found. Well, it's not that little because it's an adult size, and although there's some age to it, there's no accurate date as yet. And then we have these two examples, and these are actually Jacobean stud shoe shapes from a shoe buckle. There would have been an iron swivel pin here, and has since corroded away. And these date from 1660 to 1720. And now we move over to the crotal bell. Crotal bells were also known as rumbler bells and were attached to livestock. They came in various sizes. Some were plain and some could be highly decorated. The broken one would have been a fair old size if it was complete, but I wasn't too bothered because shortly after that I found this one which is complete and has got some nice decoration on it. It's cast bronze with a lovely green patina, and it bears the maker's mark at the base with the initials AG. And the records show that AG is the initials of the maker Andrew Gurney, and he owned a foundry in Hull in the 1600s. So this crotal bell is around 400 years old. Next is this post-medieval buckle. Buckles are quite commonly found. This one has some decoration on it. And finally we have an ancient bronze coin. It's Roman and it's called an Herbes Roma. On the reverse it depicts the twins Romulus and Remus being suckled by a she-wolf. Now this is based on mythology, and the legend has it that the two boys Romulus and Remus were the sons of Mars, the Roman god of war. The story goes an evil uncle had them thrown in the river Tiber to drown. They floated to land, and a mother wolf fed and cared for them. Later they were found by a herdsman who brought them up. And years later, Mars is said to have told his sons to build a city where they were found, and that city was called Rome. So there's a nice story to end on. Well, that brings me to the end of this video. I should have another video soon, and I've already found some nice silver items for that one. If you want to subscribe to the channel, just click on the ram's head icon to the bottom right of the screen here. It's free and it's only used to notify you of future videos when I post them. So that's it for this edition. Take care, and I'll see you soon for some more live digs and retrievals. Bye for now.